Hey guys, so today I'm gonna share with you my spring makeup picks. I feel like these are gonna be kind of spring and summer because I want to do one for each season, but I feel like a lot of my summer picks are gonna be my spring picks, and I'm just gonna forget to make the video. So this might be spring slash summer, but but I'm mostly focusing on spring right now because it's spring. For foundation, I think that like BB creams and tinted moisturizers are nice in the spring. And my favorite one is actually this Urban Decay One and Done. This gives like a very, very light amount of coverage. And I like the way that it looks on my skin. It's very nice, and it just kind of like evens everything out. And you can put like, it makes it easy to put blush and like highlight and stuff on top of it. So that's why if you like having something on and you don't necessarily like need it to be like full coverage, I think this is a good pick for that. Yeah, there are other, I'm using the Rimmel BB cream right now, and I've been liking that. And what else have I been using? I don't have it now, but I would use the It Cosmetics, the CC cream. I've tried the illumination one before. I've never actually tried the regular one, but I would try that because it sounds good, and I might try that next when I'm done with this because I'm almost done with this. But yeah, this is just nice and easy. You don't need a primer or anything with it. I just use it on its own, and it's good. Okay, so next up, I want to talk about this L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer. This, they've changed the name of, I think, and the packaging looks a little bit different, but I think it's pretty much the same thing. I think that it's now the Lumi bronzer, and I saw it at Harmon today. So yeah, this was like a limited edition thing that came back. Like, it was out the summer 2 years ago, and then I saw it came back last summer, and I got it. And now it seems to be back again, but under the Lumi name, which seems to make, I think it makes more sense for the line because the Lumi line is good too. And those are good products for spring too. I don't have it with me right now, but I have it over there. I could grab it, but I'm not going to. But the Lumi Glotion, that would be a great thing for spring. And yeah, so this bronzer is too. The L'Oreal Lumi bronzer. This one says Glam Bronze, but it's Lumi. It's just a nice like glowy bronzer. It gives a nice like, it gives a nice look, and they have a few versions of these, so it's not just like this light one, but this is good. For blush, lately I've been like wanting like a really neutral, like barely looks like it's there blush, and this is what I've been liking this week. I just picked it up. It's the Wet n Wild ombre blush in the Princess Daiquiris. So it goes on very light and natural, and it's like, it's just a little bit of a glow, but I still really like it. And yeah, it's just a nice little bronzer. Not bronzer, it's a blush, and I like the subtle blush look right now, even though right now I'm not wearing a subtle blush. And that's the next thing I'll get to, this e.l.f. Light Blush Palette. So I think I'm using this color today. Yeah, that's what I have on today. And I really love this. It's really nice, and it's very pigmented, and it just pops. And like, this whole palette just kind of pops. They have a dark one too, which is also like gorgeous. I don't have that one because I'm a little scared of that. But I think like for me, I would wear that like in the fall. It has more berry toned colors, whereas this one's like very coral looking. And yeah, I like this a lot. I think it's fun, and I'm definitely going to use this a lot more in the spring because like now that I've like busted it out, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like a nice like spring blush for when I feel like I really want to pop. And for highlights, I have two of the like duochrome like holographic highlights, and they're both really good. And I need to do a video on like comparing these, but on me they look quite different. This is the Laura Geller Diamond Dust blush, and this is the Baked Gelato blush, so like it's a really nice consistency. This one really like shows up like duochrome on me. Like this is definitely like a really nice duochrome look. Like it looks really nice like on top of blushes because it just gives like such a nice like sheen. And I really like how this looks on top of blushes. This one I would say is a little bit more toned down. This is the Wet n Wild Gothographic blush in White Raven. So yeah, this still gives you like a nice like strobe effect, but it's a little compared to this, it's not quite as holographic. And this is like a safer bet, I think, if you're not totally into the duochrome holographic type thing. This is the safer bet, but they're both really good. And I like them both for spring and for like these holo trends that are really going around right now. I think these are great. And this is something that claims to be holographic, but it's not super holographic. This is the e.l.f. I think it is actually called the e.l.f. holographic blush, or the holographic highlighter duo, and this is the shade Blue Lagoon. This on me looks a little bit more subtle. I meant to use it for my e.l.f. video today, but I forgot, and I used the illuminating palette. I think this is a little bit more toned down than the illuminating palette, but it's still really good, and it's definitely something that I would say it's good for spring and summer, because it's just nice. It's not too much, but it is still like a little something something. So I think this would be good for that. And if you want a lot of something something, this is the I have it upside down. This is the Makeup Revolution Soph X highlight palette. I just got this, so I can't, I've just got like a lot of these things, so saying like they're my spring picks, it's just like me, like kind of a first impression of me being like, oh, this is really nice for spring. I'm gonna use this for spring. But yeah, some of these are darker, so I'm thinking of using them in like a blushy, bronzery type way. And then these are really nice and light and very glowy, and yeah, these are just good, and they're very like glittery, glowy, and I think it's pretty. Okay, now for lips. What I'm wearing right now is actually the e.l.f. Dash of Pink matte lipstick, and I'm gonna put a little bit more on, just to really show you guys, because this really packs a punch, and when you wear it with a blush, like the e.l.f. Blush that I have on today, I think it's really nice, and I love how it looks. It's nice and pink, and yeah, I think it looks great together, and yeah, it's great for spring. And then this one is Hot Commodity. This one, actually, I got for free, which is really cool, because like e.l.f. did like a challenge where you would have to show like your lipstick for, I think, like a week or like 5 days maybe, and they would give you a free matte lipstick, and this one's in Hot Commodity, and it's kind of like a corally color, and it's really pretty, and I really like it. For gloss, I think this Jessie's Girl, this is called a glow stick. It's a nice like holographic thing, the lip toppers are in. I'll put a little bit on. I haven't worn this in a while. But yeah, I really like how it looks. And I think that this is nice with like the holographic trend, and I think it looks cool. Like if you keep this in your purse and like somebody like sees you apply it, like it'll start up the conversation or something. I think it's cool. I think it's nice. And last but not least, I've been really liking like a sparkly lipstick, and my favorite's definitely this Champagne on Ice from Revlon. I would compare this to the NARS Orgasm lipstick. Now, the NARS Orgasm one is a little bit sheer, and it's not as good as this one. I like this one a lot better. The NARS Orgasm one's what's currently in my purse, because like this week I did use it, and I'm like, oh, I do really like this. Like for certain looks, I think that looks really great, but this can work with like any look, so I would recommend this for spring. Okay, and I have some palettes too. This is part of what I have on right now, and it's the e.l.f. Bestie eyeshadow duo, I think they're called, and this is in the color Peach Squad. I got this at Target. My Target like just started carrying these little duos, and I was really excited because I've heard good things about them, and they're pretty amazing. So this is just like a nice little duo. I use this like all over my lid. I have a darker one on my outer corner. It's in the video, and I use the peach as like a transition color. But that peach really packs a punch too, and it's really nice. And like I think it kind of like ties the whole look together with my lips and my cheeks and everything. So this is a really nice spring pick, and if you're still into peach after all these peach palettes that have come out, I think this is a good pick. Another thing I like in the spring and summer with like all the festival looks, I know a lot of them are like very colorful, But I think it's really pretty when there's like a nice like gold makeup look. And I think this Almay Pure Gold Baby would be a really good one for like a festival if you want like a really, really good gold look. I've used this before. I think I did a makeup look with this. And I've talked about this a lot before. And yeah, it really, really has like a nice like gold. I'm going to say packs a punch again. That seems to be the phrase of the day is packs a punch. But like this, I was not expecting anything from. But it's really gold and it's really nice. And I think like if you layer this over, what was the one that I like to layer? I like to layer this over the NYX Jumbo Pencil in French Fries. It just looks really nice with that. And yeah, I like it a lot. And I think it's really fun and really easy to use. This is one that I haven't used yet, but just the colors I'm just going to show. It's the Visor Petite Pro palette in the Petite Pro 2 palette. I just went into Sephora this week and I wanted to treat myself to a little something, so I got this. It reminds me a little bit of the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, but like I think this is more appropriate for like any season. And yeah, like these colors, these shimmer colors are so pigmented. This purple one is the only one that's like eh. You know, I haven't used it yet, but when I was swatching it, the purple one was a little bit dry, and yeah. But everything else is really nice. These two light colors I'm super impressed with so far, and I'm excited to use this. Okay, next up, this one's really fun. This is a Buxom palette that I made. And like at the time I'm like, you know, I have so many neutral colors, so many neutral palettes. I need to just make like a nice fun like summery one with all these colors. So that's what I did. These are all shimmer shades. I think this green one is maybe my favorite of the bunch, and because that's like a nice, it's almost like a duochrome mint look, and it's just, this is a really pretty palette. These Buxom shadows are so nice and pigmented, and I think if you just want to make like a palette yourself and you do like a lot of like colorful shadows, this would be like a fun thing to do. Yeah, I love this. I was like looking at like Too Faced palettes because as you see, I like Too Faced a lot. And there are so many good like spring palettes from Too Faced that are like really nice and colorful, but I'm like, you know, I've already talked about colorful palettes. I've already talked about gold palettes. Let's get something in between. And I thought this Too Faced peanut butter palette. I think it was actually just National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day too. So I'll have to check on my Too Faced calendar and see when it was because I think that that's cute that they included that in the day. But yeah, this is just, it's got some nice, like, nice warm tone shadows, and then it has, like, this little pop of color, and this is a little bit purpley, too. And I just think this is kind of fun for spring. And this is one of my favorite palettes from Too Faced. I think this one's kind of underrated, because it came out around the same time as the Peach, and the Peach got all the hype, and this was just kind of like, you know, the little, you know, this was Jan, and the Peach palette was Marsha. So I think this needs a little bit more love, and this one is my Marsha. So yeah, yup. I just Brady Bunch reference makeup. We're going with it. And then I have this Juvia's Place palette, which just like if you look at this and you're not like, oh my gosh, it's spring, then you're probably like, oh my gosh, it's summer. Because this is just like a nice, like fun palette for that. And the more I'm like looking at this, the more I'm like, yes, this is like a festival palette. It's so pretty, and the formula of these are like amazing. I'm gonna have to do a look with this sometime soon because I forgot how much I liked it, and now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't used this in way too long. And it's amazing. So yeah. Okay, and last but not least, I wanted to mention a little tool that I've been liking lately, and it's this e.l.f. Double-sided or dual-sided silicone sponge. So this side's silicone, this side's velour. I like the velour side for powder. I like this side for like a foundation-y type product. This really gets coverage on nicely. So it's kind of like the opposite of a beauty blender. It takes a little trial and error because I feel like I don't always get the most even coverage with this, and it is a little bit tricky to work with, but I still like it. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's good, and I've been liking using it, and I'm messy with sponges, and if you're messy with sponges too, this might be good. and it might be good. It might just be good. It would be good for traveling. So, like, if you are going to a festival or something and you want something in your bag, I think this would make more sense than a beauty blender, which is going to get dirty, and this you don't really have to clean up or anything. So, yeah, I like this a lot. And those are my spring picks. So, I hope you guys liked this video or found it helpful. Let me know if you want more spring videos or pick videos or anything like that. I think I want to do one for like prom makeup, even though I don't know if any of my subscribers are like old enough to go to prom, or no. I don't know if any of my subscribers are of the age that they're going to prom or anything, but it would have helped me out when I was younger. You know, I wasn't into makeup when I was going to prom, so that's a thing that I'd like to like kind of, you know, the drugstore's gotten better since when I was in high school, so I want to talk about it. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.